Look, one of the unique things about your experience and the experience of MTC and everyone that works there is that you really have the experience of working in the operational side with the mining companies, but also on the other hand, working with technology companies and seeing kind of both sides of the picture. So I really wanted to get some questions and ask you kind of about technology and just general ideas about how we implement different technologies from an operational standpoint. In terms of you are you're sitting there bringing in new technology, and you're obviously with the asset owners. And what is the biggest complaint you're seeing from the asset owners in terms of how they work with technology companies or how things are working in that aspect?
Okay, so I guess the biggest complaint that that I've seen and experienced, and this is coming from Adam Virani, both in the operation and as a consultant, is, and I don't think the OEMs intentionally do this, but a sense of transparency, right? A lot of the OEMs sometimes are excited once that PO comes, and because maybe past experience or what they truly believe, they have a set of processes and procedures in place which doesn't really adapt to what the asset's at, one, but then number two, that their technology isn't as far as long as they also believed. And so I think that's a frustrating thing, because right away you feel like, oh, you know, I've been duped, or, you know, there wasn't too much transparency in that conversation. And you know, it's just frustrating, because if I knew from the beginning, then I could have helped, right? If I knew that, oh, when you give me this process or this technology, or how far along it's on, and oh, but you know, Adam, we know that we have gap A, B, and C, then I can already be proactive and start to attack it, get the asset involved, and it's more of a partnership solution. When there's a sense of, oh, you know, they weren't transparent, oh, I didn't know about this, they never said that, then you don't feel that it's a partnership. Then there's a sense of, well, I'm the client and you're the OEM, and that's not always a fun place to be.
And so, from what I understand is that I'm an OEM, I'm bringing new technology, and sometimes there might be you know, deficiencies or areas that aren't as strong in terms of, and so I'm not being super upfront about the potential problems.
Well, just be proactive, right? If there are some bad experience that you've had before, maybe you can say to me, hey, look, this is what we've seen before, let's try to do A, B, and C, because look, I'll tell you this much, the asset wants the technology to be successful just as much as the OEMs want the technology to be successful, right? I mean, like, there's a lot going into it, money, time, energy, emotion, you know. You know, projects don't have emotion, but you know, it's hard not to get into it when, you know, you're making that big change in an asset.
Absolutely.
So it'd be good to at least put it on the table. Like I said, I don't think it's intentional, right? Everyone's always putting their best foot forward. But I mean, we are all human as well, right? And so I think it'd be good just to have everyone on the playing field.